Hey guys, what's up? This is the Cool Mike and this is Critical Role episode 25 review. So with that being said, I'm gonna read the summary now. The summary involves Vax finds himself alone in the clutches of the villainous Briarwoods. While the team rushes in to save him, they are joined by a mysterious tiefling named Lilith, which I'll be revealing later on. A powerful wizard who is on the run from vicious bounty hunters. Can Vox Machina save both Vax and Lilith from their violent fates with their special I can't even speak English. With their special guest player Kit Bus. Alright, so this is my thoughts for episode 25. So in this episode, as you all know, in the previous one, Vax got hypnotized or frozen by the Briarwoods. Luckily, in this part or in this episode, Vax managed to shrug the effect off and managed to roll 18 for a wisdom check and managed to escape the clutches of the Briarwoods. And in return, he tries to pretend that he is still hypnotized by the Briarwoods, which was really smart, so that he doesn't get hypnotized again. Of course, after that, the rest of Vox Machina hears a noise in one of the rooms where the Briarwoods were staying, and decides to investigate and finds out that the Briarwoods are trying to hurt Vax or harm Vax. So in the end, a battle struck, a lot of fighting. Vax in the middle of the battle, Vax becomes unconscious. And as well as Tiberius, the Dragonborn, becomes feeble-minded by Lady Briarwood, I think. I think it was Lady Briarwood who feeble-minded him, or was it Lord Briarwood? I'm not sure. Wait, where is it? Tiberius becomes feeble-minded by Lady Briarwood. Also, in this battle, as you all know, a new character appears out of nowhere, which is, at first, she looks like a female maidservant who appears out of nowhere trying to investigate the situation. And then suddenly, he transforms into a tiefling. And, as you all know, this is what she looks like, and her name is Lilith. She is played by Kit Bus. I think one of the graphic designers of the show Critical Role. Why cannot I say Critical Role properly? It annoys me. So yeah, after that, the Briarwoods, finding out that they were surrounded and they're not gonna win, decides to escape by a cart or by a carriage. Luckily, Percy decides to shoot one of the wheels of this cart or this carriage and then falls over, and then tries to capture them. Unfortunately, the Briarwoods escaped using teleportation, so they teleport back to Whitestone. In the luckily Scanlan managed to rescue Vax by teleporting by his side and then resurrecting him at the same. But from the looks of it, during the battle, Vax got bitten by a vampire by one of the Briarwoods, and he has bite marks. So they decided to take him to the Temple of Siren Ray to have him investigated and check and see if he's gonna transform into a vampire. Because it turns out that the Briarwoods are vampires, apparently. Of course, their new companion, Lilith, the tiefling who joins them in battle, decides to tag along. Thanks to luckily, Vex managed to convince Lilith to join along in this in this adventure, or at least for the meantime. And then while they were walking back to their keep, they were suddenly another group of adventurers shows up out of the nowhere in the streets and decides to fight them. It turns out that this adventurers is one of the adventurers is a broker who was sent by Lilith's sisters from the place from her hometown called Pulangco, and it turns out that her sisters wants her dead. of course, Lilith didn't surrender peacefully and wants to wants to fight back, and with the help of Vox Machina, they won. Also, I forget to mention that it turns out that Lilith has a relationship. Lilith and one of the the tieflings that they met before, which is Zara, which was one of the companions of Vax in their Slayer's Stake quest while fighting the giant white dragon in the mountain. It turns out that those two, Lilith and Zara, are connected or related in one way or another. So yeah, after that, after taking care of that business, of course, Vax gets treated by the in the temple of Serenray by putting some herbs. The priest puts some herbs on his neck, apparently, and luckily he's not turning into a vampire. Also, one of the clerics, I think, on the temple hills, uses greater restorations to Tiberius, who got feeble-minded by Lady Briarwood. And if you guys don't know what feeble-mind is, it's a spell that involves taking away the intelligence of a creature, which means his intelligence becomes 1 or lower, I think, and he becomes stupid enough that he can't use any of his powerful spells. So yeah, after that, Lilith decides to stay. Vex convinces Lilith to stay for the night in their keep at the Grey Skull Keep, and that's the end of the episode. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Critical Role. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe now and be part of my awesome clan. If you guys want to watch the episode, I'll be leaving the episode link in the description down below, so go check it out. And as always, I will see you guys next time in another brand new video. This is the Cool Mike signing off. Goodbye.